Welcome to episode 27. We left off in the cave, having, well, I would say righteously defeated, but really more throwing a baby bomb into the middle of a group of masked worshippers, and then going to get an army. However, there was much excitement had by, well, Kasros, as he now can shapeshift into a wormling and gelatin blob,
Gelatinous cube.
something like that. And what else? Oh, gelatinous cube, thank you. Let's see, what else occurred? You guys went all the way back, deciding not to go down the third path, but instead diverging off the main chamber to the northeast, which is where we begin.
Correct.
Yes.
So, I have a map in front of me. You guys tell me what you want to do.
All right.
Well, we're heading down the northeast tunnel. What do we see?
All right. I just wasn't sure. I always like to check, in case you
Change
do
our minds
something.
again.
Yeah, exactly, basically. So you proceed down this passageway, which now bear in mind this is all naturally formed. So, some of the areas are taller and some shorter than others. Most are 12 to 16 feet in height by this point. You're relatively deep under the ground. You have slowly descended into this location. You enter a kind of bulbous looking room. It has on the far side what look like some maybe dwarvish ruins. There's a sulfurous odor that fills the room, and by far side I meant like kind of the northeast side, and on the northwest side you see we'll say small, looks like clothed creature kind of hunched over doing something.
Well, let's go investigate the clothed creature.
Not gonna sneak up or anything.
Okay.
No, just approach.
Yeah.
I mean, it's small. Oh, I was gonna say it's small. How powerful can it be? But that's not always the case.
Well, you start to walk, and it hears your footsteps, and then suddenly startles up and spins around, and you see a creature of the same relation to your buddy Kashak, a clothed kobold. This one in kind of a shawl, a robe, if you will. So he has more clothes than your average kobold, which might just have a loincloth and some bracers. And it looks startled and kind of is like, jumps back.
Okay. Real quick here before I start conversing with the kobold. Are there any? Does it look like there are any tunnels leading out of this room, or can we not see the far side of
Yes,
the room?
there is a tunnel. There is a tunnel to the east.
Okay.
Relative to me looking at my map to keep it trackable. It's not really east, but it's all kind of bulbous in shape, but for theater of the mind purposes.
Got it. All right. Dane's gonna say, just hold on there. If you mean us no harm, we mean you no harm.
We mean you mean.
Yes. Have you? Is there a group of humanoids that came through here recently?
It hisses and eyes you over, looks at your group. It obviously is calculating, coming to some conclusion in its mind. Yes. This area is used a lot. I hide when they come. Stay out of the way.
They mostly come at night. Mostly.
There is no
Stand-
night here, surface dweller.
So it's an emo kobold.
Yeah. Stay out of whose way?
Ones that look like you.
but with faces that never move.
Got it. Okay, so did they go out of the far tunnel there?
They go all directions. I watch them from back here.
Quite
Okay.
helpful.
Yeah, right. So they go all directions from where? Just throughout this tunnel system?
Go here, they go there. They move back and forth, but they do not see me.
Yes, we get it. You're a ninja. Got it. Okay. All right. Well,
Well, so who's like the closest to him? Is that Dane?
probably.
Okay, can you roll a perception check really quick?
Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, 18.
Nice. You look down and you see that he has been slowly sliding a blade from under his cloak into his hand.
Okay. I throw my axe at him.
Okay. Damn. All right, roll to hit.
Straight in.
So that would be a 21. No, I'm sorry.
Crap.
No, that's a dirty 20. I'm sorry, not a 21, a dirty 20.
Still, you hit.
All right.
This snipe.
How much damage did you just do to him?
I guess we're gonna find out.
Hey, I told him. That's 3 plus 6 is 9.
Okay. Somehow I expected more than that.
Well,
But,
I'm still
okay.
only rolling a 1d8, so I've yet to roll really high on this 1d8.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, so you give him a smack and it hits him in the hand. But let's say because you throw it out, you hit him in the arm and he drops the blade.
What are you doing?
You drew your knife on us.
Evil, evil people. I slid it from my breast so I could finish my meal.
And as you look to the side, there's like a little lump of like black, burnt, nasty looking bread sitting on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, my apologies, but we're a little bit touchy right now. You know, we're running from battle to battle here, and
I'll sigh and go over to the kobold and cast Cure Wounds on it.
there you go.
One sec, how much was that? Should be fine. Sec, blah blah blah.
Maybe you could just give.
It's 1d8 plus 11 doubled. One. It's 12 doubled. That's fine.
He, all of a sudden, his eyes get big.
Power. Amazing. You are divine. I shall follow you.
What? Why do people keep trying to follow me? I'm just here doing my own thing. Like Margaret, I will send her a bird soon or something to let her know how I'm doing, I guess. Margaret tried to follow me, now this kobold wants to follow me just because I decided to be a decent person for once. Jeez.
They say
No good deed goes unpunished. Sorry, didn't mean to beat you to it. I like that we both had the same idea. That's great.
But every time I try to be semi-nice to people, it always backfires. Alright, I'm gonna turn him and be like, yeah, no, you don't seem like you could contribute to our party in any
He
way.
knows the tunnel system. We could use him as a scout,
Ah, fine.
and he can trip any traps.
How about this? You'll see more of my divine power if you help guide us through this tunnel system.
Right, yes, yes. Come, let me show you.
And he starts kind of slinking around to the edge. So on the east side, the room kind of narrows before passing out. He walks past some scratchings and stuff on the wall and peers around the corner.
Yeah, one
Look,
second.
see
I
deep
want.
inside.
Hmm.
You want to what?
Okay,
I lost you.
yeah, did we pass the dwarven runes?
You did.
Dane would like to try and read those real quick.
Sure. They, as you look by and read them, well, here, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any reason to roll anything. I don't think so. You can just read, right? That shouldn't be a problem.
No, it should be.
Okay, so you just read it and you laugh because it's some old insult that's been here for a long time. You recognize the characters are kind of aged, and it says, "Asgeir Havelson has no beard."
Wow. Shots fired. Okay.
Oh, they did this back in like old Pompeii. This is like what they would do. They would like graffiti was like well welcomed within like old cities like that, and so they'd write things like that all over the place. And sometimes they'd be like disses on other people and whatever. It's kind of like their form of social media back in the day.
Yep.
Because they just write on walls wherever, because like graffiti wasn't illegal back then.
Rome was amazing for their level of insult detail they could get to.
Oh yeah. Especially with Latin, where you could read it forwards and backwards. So there were things that were like, God, what is it? Palindrome insults. So you could like carve a whole thing into a stone, and it was just brilliant.
Yeah.
Funny.
Alright, anyways.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
he leans around the corner and he points.
They will be a problem.
He points around the corner, and you see kind of a. I'm trying to think of how to describe them. What looks almost like a person, but skinny, hairy, claws for feet and hands, with wild-looking hair and pointed ears.
Huh.
There's two of
So
them
it's-
standing on rocks.
Oh. Okay. Those are weird looking.
Could I identify them with a nature check?
You can try, just bear in mind that you're at disadvantage because you're underground and not in any native or familiar environment.
True. I'll still try. Nothing couldn't hurt. That is an 11.
You slightly recognize them with something you might have seen in the shadows of the forest near a cave opening late at night, but it's nothing that you're familiar with.
Alright. So definitely don't want to mess with that.
All right. Well,
Not exactly.
I'm okay with casting Firebolt at one of them.
I mean, alright. You go ahead. I mean, I'll follow you, I guess.
If your next character isn't a wizard, I think we've done something wrong.
First instinct when comes across any conflict, cast fireballs.
Jeez.
Well,
A
the
dwarven
kobolds already
wizard.
said
You're a hairy wizard.
that. I would be too. Well, okay, fine.
Okay,
Maybe I won't
So you
cast.
got. No, you're gonna fire.
I won't cast. I won't cast Firebolt just yet. I'll ask the Kobold. How are they going to be trouble?
You see them now because they are resting, talking with each other. But they disappeared into the shadows. They move like the wind, barely a sound. And when they strike,
He holds up a claw with a scar on it.
it hurts.
Oh,
Alright.
yes, they seem like good candidates for a Firebolt.
Alright, you prepare one spell, I'll prepare another.
You know what you should do is take out your Moonstone and have it shine really, really bright and chase away any shadows so they don't have anywhere to go.
That could work.
Use
Yeah,
it,
sure.
use it like a flash grenade.
Yeah.
Well, not really a flash grenade, but just like, a really strong light source.
Yeah, that's basically in this situation. It would be basically like a flash grenade.
I mean, sure, you prepare your fireball, I'll run in with the moonstone.
Okay, alright. So I'm going to take aim at one of these things.
Alrighty.
Ooh, that's a good one. So that is 25 to hit.
Holy crap! Well, yeah, that hits.
All right, nice. And okay. All right, so let's see if I can do some damage on this thing. That's 13 fire damage.
Alrighty. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. It goes flying backwards. I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah, it kind of takes a flying backwards and roll, and then the other one, in seeing that happen, you witness it kind of move 90 degrees away from it, and it vanishes into the darkness. Even your night vision makes it to where you can't see.
Alright, run in. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll run in and pull out the moonstone, shine it bright for everyone to see.
Okay. So
Actually, if someone wanted to take
you go running into the room, and the one is. Someone do what?
I was gonna say, if someone wanted to take the moonstone, I also have a produce flame spell that could also produce light.
Oh yeah, if you want to hand the moonstone to somebody. Well, can anyone else work the moonstone?
It's just whatever, it's not my own magic, it's just a magical item.
Alpha. Alpha can just zoom around, make sure no corners get around there.
Perfect. Alright, I'll hand the moonstone to Alpha, and I guess cast produce. Okay. Two things. I could cast produce flame, which gives off light, but it's just a cantrip, doesn't do damage really. Or I could cast flame blade, which is probably gives off light because it's made of flame, but also can do damage.
Well, just remember when you were wearing your mask and you cast produce flame, you created a tornado of flame. That might actually.
Oh yeah, you still have that mask on.
Oh, do I? Then I probably wouldn't want to.
I think we ended the
flame.
last game.
Yeah, I probably do still have the mask on, or at least on me. But I wouldn't want to cast produce flame then, because I'm
Pretty sure you still have it on.
It's stone, so he's not.
It's still gonna it's a giant flame tornado when I casted produce flame last time. You really want that in close quarters?
Depends on whether it's pointed away from us or not.
I just hold it in the palm of my hand, and it shot upwards, like in a giant flame tornado. Alright.
I wouldn't say giant. I mean, it wasn't giant. It was still small. It was cantrip size.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then never.
That's fine then.
You can do
Alright.
what you want.
Produce flame, let's go. I'll cast that with the mask on and shine it, and probably approach the one who hasn't been disappeared into the shadows yet.
Okay. So you go into the room with that spinning. got one on the ground, one that's over to the side. Dane has done that, so that basically. So Alpha, what are you gonna do? Just working
Just
down
kind
my
of
list.
zipping around, trying to remove any possible, dark corners or whatever there.
Okay, wait a sec. So do you have the Moonstone then?
I have the moonstone in my hands.
Yeah, I handed it off to Alpha.
Okay, perfect. So Alpha is dashing, I'm assuming, around the outside of the room with the Moonstone illuminating it, and I guess trailing lightning if he's dashing. Yeah, all right. I guess that leaves Castros to do something before we give them a chance to do anything.
Ray needs to do something.
Oh, Ray to do something. All right. Oh, sorry. I for some reason thought Ray had the mask on. I need to remember Castros wearer of masks.
Castros uses more magic too.
Yes.
Alrighty, well, in this situation, you can probably attack the one that's just been knocked down, that's not in shadows yet. Yeah. I'm gonna, I guess, I'll just use one of my Patriot arrows. And just snipe it in the head from where I am.
Hey.
That is 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, figured it wouldn't. Well, I have an extra attack, so try again.
Okay.
That is 15 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, sweet. 11 damage.
See. You shoot it and it's like it's very hurt. It's not quite deceased, but it's wishing it was. It's very, very injured.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it's on the ground, it's prone. It's trying to come up with something and let me see. Oh man, yeah, and you guys have everything illuminated. Almost everything this creature has is shadow based.
Ha! We're so smart.
Well, I guess it's on the ground and
And then Alpha runs over it and does lightning damage to it.
well, yeah, that well, no, Alpha's around the outside. It's kind of in the middle. I'm trying to think of if anyone is close enough for it to even try to hit, and I don't think anyone is. Well, Castros ran into the room. I guess it could try and throw its sword really quick at his feet, at his ankle. Nope, that is definitely not going to do anything. Now he's weaponless. So never mind on that one. Well, I was rolling a disadvantage and I still rolled a 5 and a 4. So
I like those rolls.
I was just like, what? I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so I guess the other one, which it went off to the side. I suppose since Alpha is running around the outside and it tried to go to the outside to hide, it's first going to get shocked. So I guess, Alpha, if you could give me a damage roll for your lightning hitting it.
Oh,
Which also your illumination presents it. What?
thinking like it's is this like what, 1d6 or something?
Still, I'm just curious.
I rolled a 2.
All right, so he takes 2
So by
shocks.
static electricity.
Yeah, so he takes a zap, but more importantly, you illuminate him, which he's off to the side, which does give him a chance. Now you're zipping around the room. I would say that he should have the ability to basically to like throw something out or try to trip you.
Trying to
Right?
think if he's within range, maybe can I give him just a punch as well. Alpha's in a bloodthirsty mood after
Well, you
seeing this town.
you started. Well, hold on. Let me give this guy. So you ran in illuminating the room, so you didn't even see him at first. So because remember, he was totally hidden. You ran back, which illuminated him. You might be able to see him on the second time around, but he'd already have his weapon out, ready to use it. I guess. All right. I'll tell you what. Roll me a 1d20 and tell me what you get. This will be the initiative check for this.
Okay, 17.
17. Damn, good roll. I rolled a 19, but I didn't expect it to be that high, so that's pretty good. All right, I'll tell you what. No advantage. 1 for 1. He gets to hit, then you get to hit.
Okay, so we're
And-
colliding into each other.
Oh man, what? Basically, yes. What's your AC?
19.
Yeah, he fails. So go ahead, and we'll just deal with you right now since you're colliding into him.
Right. Well, I only got an 18.
To hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was a hit.
well, that hits.
Oh,
I mean,
yay!
that was a hit.
All right. So I'm imagining. So I'm imagining, just like the way it like does a slice, and Alpha's just like zipping around, and as he dodges out of the way, just like elbows him in the face. Jeez, what is that?
God.
A 5. Knocks him for 8 damage in the face.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So stepping away from that, let's go to Dane, who was outside and had shot the firebolt in.
Correct. All right. How far away is this thing that's on the ground?
From you right now, let's call it 20 feet.
Okay, perfect. Can he see the other one?
Oh, you can now.
Perfect. He's gonna shoot a firebolt at this second one.
Well, Alpha's it by him.
So it's not an area.
It should be fine.
It's a
Okay.
targeted thing.
Dodge?
Yeah, it's just a one target.
Alright, just making sure.
It's not a fireball. Oh, good. That is what is that? A 22 to hit.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, that hits.
Sweet. All right. Let's see what kind of damage I can do this time. Oh, that's nice.
Dane
Ah.
finally rolling well.
Well, kinda. That was only 9 fire. That was 9 fire damage.
Still, that's significant.
And then for his second attack, he's going to cast his javelin at the thing that's lying on the ground.
Alrighty. You get advantage.
Sweet. Probably need it. Wow. Okay. So with advantage, that is a 24 to hit.
Jeez. Yeah, that definitely hits.
That is 6 piercing damage.
All right. He is deceased.
Yes.
And we wonder why we're not doing any good. Suddenly, like, he is deceased. Dane goes, yes, in a very bloodthirsty tone. And we wonder why we're doing more bad than good in this world.
Well, we almost saved the village just now. We broke a siege.
You guys are kind of crazy.
That's why you like us, Casseros.
You're crazy in a different kind of way.
Yeah, Cassos is more horseshoes and you're more hand grenades. I mean, you both get close, but
Well,
what?
as I was gonna say, the only beings that Dane has run into really lately is most of them been kind of bad. So I think that's might be coloring her perception of the world a little bit now.
Fair.
how cops that are in their career for so very, very long all of a sudden start to kind of regard all people as bad.
So, like, cadets? Anyway, I've watched some training videos. They're disturbing. Anyway,
Yes, pretty much.
I think we should go to... Who would be after that? Ray. No, Castros first.
I think it's
Sorry,
Castro.
Castros, then Ray.
I
That's
think
how we
so.
did it.
I can throw produce flame for damage. Yeah, it should be fine. If I throw it at the one that's by Alpha.
Well, that's the only one
It-
left. The other one's dead.
Well, exactly. I'm saying it's a produce flame is targeted, more of a targeted attack, so like yours, it should be fine, so I'll toss it at it. How much does it increase the damage of a spell, then? The mask.
We'll take it up one die.
Okay. So just for it to hit, what should I roll for it to hit? I mean, a 1d20, but does my spell attack bonus get added onto it?
Yeah.
Alright. 17.
Oh, yeah. That's successful.
Oh, wait, was that a 6 or a 16? Yeah, okay. And then that's 2d8. 9 fire damage.
Nice. It is severely in pain. It is like twitching, in shock.
Alright.
Ray?
Oh, so it's Ray's turn again?
It's Ray's turn.
Or you want to finish it off? Yeah. I'll grab one of my normal arrows, not from the weird, like, random, like, quiver I have. I'll just grab a normal arrow and shoot it.
Remember it. That bow of yours produces those light arrows.
You're right, I do have those light arrows. I'm gonna use one of those then.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
6 damage.
And you dispatch it.
Nice. With an arrow. Alright. Cool.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, kobolds, sir. They're gone.
He comes out.
Wow. You guys are amazing.
He kind of gets down like he's worshipping. Like,
Thank you. I knew you were worthy.
Can't help but kind of feel like he might be also leading us down the wrong path, but at this point, what option do we have? And it's not like that suspicion has stopped us before.
Right?
true.
Well, if he thinks we're gods, he'll be less likely to betray us.
That's what I'm thinking.
You tend not to betray your god.
Unless he gives you lemons.
I'm not sure what that's from.
Oh, it's that there was that commercial years ago that it was like, the monster truck guy yelling, but he's like,
God gives you lemons, you find a new god. Power thirst.
I don't think I've ever seen that commercial.
oh, it is hilarious.
Okay. All right.
So this is this room is kind of branching from where you're at, and let me actually double check something really quick. Well, now that the occupants have been dispatched, you have a chance to kind of look around the room, and you notice that there are several shattered weapons scattered about.
Investigate!
Okay.
Poor construction.
17 investigation.
Okay. You look at some of the weapons and you notice that they have all been shattered in battle. There are scars from being used, and they have failed in various ways. Usually from, like, say, a metal a steel sword cutting through a wooden haft or something along those lines.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I think Dane's going to roll an Arcana check to see if any of them were enchanted at one point in time.
Sure.
That is a 19.
Wow, great roll. Sadly, you determine that they are all mundane, but you know absolutely for sure that they are all just regular weapons.
Cool.
We're
That
100%
is true.
certain they are lame.
Whenever you get like a good check, that does not matter.
So
You know,
from...
yeah, go ahead.
No, I want to hear.
Oh, I was going to say, you know, if something had been enchanted, then it would be worth picking up the pieces and having potentially Alpha or Braun put them back together. So, you know, much like they did with Narset.
Fair enough. All right.
Ah. Good point, though I don't think magical weapons work like that, generally speaking, in D&D, but I mean, there's no reason we can't homebrew it. So, yeah. I mean, I think I'd approach it more like the psionic resonator from Next Generation Season 7, but, you know, was that 6 or 7, somewhere in there. The one that they had on Vulcan, the like amplified emotions. All you had to do was like click the pieces together.
Oh, nice. Okay. So we have a bunch of shattered weapons in this room.
Yes.
We know. Is there anything else of interest?
Now, there is not, though, as your eyes now have the opportunity to adjust, going between your dark vision and then the spinning illumination of Alpha, now settling back, and I'm assuming you guys put the Moonstone away so you can, see normally again.
Yep.
Yep. I'll just
You
take the Moonstone back.
Perfect. You'd notice jagged passageways that disappear out into darkness beyond your vision to the northeast, due north, and the northwest.
Well, Kobold, where do you think?
That way goes deeper, far into the caves. That way, shortcuts around to another portion. And that way, that is a storage room.
Let's check the storage room for loot.
Okay.
I'm raiding the storage room.
Okay, so the storage room one was the northwest passage. Since I just kept saying that way as if he was talking. So it goes through and it's got kind of a weird shape to it. You can see, so the first thing you notice as you enter this space is it widens out and then narrows again shortly. In its widened part, there is a stone staircase that kind of ascends on more or less the east wall. And as your eyes follow it up, you see there are several statues up there with missing heads, and most of the heads appear to be on the ground down below you. The passageway continues to arc around to the left, to the west, and then continue almost south. And I'll stop there and find out if you continue following or what you want to do.
There's nothing right out from the door.
Not right there. You can tell this is like kind of a midway passage, like an antechamber, a smaller room in front of something else.
Got it.
So are there any stores in this storage room?
Well, probably west and what is it? Is west and east that had
to the west and south.
West and south. So probably down there.
No, the east side had the staircase that. Yeah.
Got it. All right. So let's try south and just see if there's a storeroom there.
So you're saying this
Sure.
antechamber has basically 3
Yeah.
passages coming off of it?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No. Where you walked into, there's it kind of bubbled out a little, and there is a staircase that was carved into the side of the room on the east side, going up to where there's some statues. Or you could keep walking down on what we could call the west side, and it continues to curve around and then kind of head south.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
Okay.
So we could try just checking out the statues first, then. If that seems that's all that's up there.
Sure.
Are you running up the stairs, or are you just looking from the ground?
We're gonna go up the stairs.
Yep. Run up in
Okay.
bold passion.
All right, you run on up. They are very solid. They're dry stone. They're good. Your kobold buddy just looks at you and hisses while shaking his head. But you get to the top, and you see the statues. They are humanoid for the most part. There are some changes in features where the hands are, maybe some feet, but generally they all appear to be finely crafted and even display the clothing of the model.
Can we tell by looking at these statues which heads went on which statues?
The heads are down below. You didn't look at those yet. None of the heads are up here. They were all down below you. So this is like, 10 feet above the floor.
Is there anything else leading? Is basically the room kind of end with the statues, or is there something beyond?
Nope, this is just a platform.
Okay.
And it's like you could get up here, you could get to the statues, but then there's nothing else.
Got it. Well, let's go look and see what the heads look like.
Okay, you make your way back down below, and what do you want to do? Just pick them up and look at them, or what?
Oh, I don't know if we need to pick them up. We'll just kind of squat down and just kind of look at them without touching them.
Okay. You see something that looked like it was hit by a big hammer, almost like a dwarfen battle hammer. Something powerful enough to have, in a single strike, shattered the carving and knocked the head off. The half of the face that remains looks draconic. Or actually, I shouldn't say draconic. It looks like tiefling or demon.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range of like dragon to tiefling. That's the best way I can describe it. You can't pin exactly what it is, but it looks somewhere in that range.
I'm thinking we let the sleeping statues lie, because I'm afraid that if we put the head back on the statues, they might actually come back to life and
True.
attack.
We have someone here who has potential information. Hey, what's up with these statues, Mr. Kobold, sir?
Dragonkin. They ruled over us. We rebelled. The spirits are still in the stone, they say. They whisper to us if we're not careful.
So yes, definitely avoid.
Did you
All
say
right.
dragons?
Yes, he did.
Plug goes up and punches one of the statues.
Oh my god.
You said dragon.
Yeah, the dragon statue.
So how did
Yeah,
I
the
know
soul in the
this was going to
statue.
happen?
All right.
Well, what was Ember?
Ember was Dragonborn.
Maybe they were dragonborn and not as close, like, because dragonborn are kind of dragonkin, as dragons enslaved dragonborn, or maybe dragonborn enslaved kobolds.
Dragonborn do not do no such thing. They might, but not in Alpha's book.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
Guess we're gonna have to fight some statues. There's no convincing Alpha on this.
No, as long as we don't put the heads back on.
Oh,
He goes up and what? Here, let's take a quick aside. Alpha, give me a quick wisdom check.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I mean, uh-oh. Alpha has +3 wisdom. He's not smart. But he is wise. 22.
Okay.
Like what? You've
Well, nothing.
heard him like lecturing you guys on like the ways of life and be like, oh yes, okay. He's just a little bit naive, but that doesn't mean he's stupid.
we know.
He also does really weird things, like put exploding babies in a baby carriage just to see what happens.
Yes, but you can do crazy things
Alright.
and still be
Have
smart.
you
I mean,
ever-
I have wisdom of +4. Like,
Think about it this way. Like, did you know what would happen if you put a baby into a carriage and then, have it just kind of go off? Did you know for certain what it would be? What would happen?
You make a pretty good guess.
But would you know for certain? Do you have
Yeah, but a
empirical
guess
data?
is not data.
Yeah, you need to have empirical data to verify. See?
Huh?
Without experimentation, how do you verify your assumptions?
Yes, but there's also rules put in place to avoid damage to sentient beings just because that's just a good idea. Unless you're some
Define
kind of a mad
sentient.
scientist.
it's progress.
This coming from a dwarf whose first reaction is shoot fireball, ask questions later. You guys are the bad
It's
influence
like that one
on Alpha.
Spider-Man. It's like that one Spider-Man meme with like the two Spider-Men like pointing at each other, just hypocriticals all around. It's just like one
Yeah, see?
wise unwise
This is-
person pointing at another unwise wise person.
Well, the kobolds said they were, going to be a problem, so, element of surprise in something like that.
Yeah, you
Them to Cobalt.
were also the one who hit said kobold just because he started bringing out a knife, which, to be fair, was a fair instinct, but still.
Just remember,
Once again, attack
Teaching
first,
enslaved
ask questions
Cobalt around his neck.
later.
just remember what happened to Castros the last time he tried to make a friend way back in the beginning.
Guess what? And I just made a friend with a baby dragon, so life's better again.
I remember the time when the thing hit you over the head and just about knocked you. It did knock you unconscious.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Anyway, all right. So you made
for the sake of friendship.
Only ship we need. Anyway, so what was the wisdom roll for? we did the wisdom check. 22.
I was just curious if you would hear like voices or anything, and I'm gonna say all you hear is a just a thud and nothing else.
Cool. Looks like Alpha will suffer no consequences for his actions. Alright, anyways, let's go to the other passages and ignore these statues.
Okay. All right. Well, you just are shaking your head and start to walk south, where you walk into this lower area and you see just all sorts of torture devices scattered throughout the room, and two adult, like full-sized, like alpha-sized men, but they're obviously like walking, moving mushrooms,
Oh,
and
wow.
they appear to be using one of the what?
Oh, I was gonna say that myconids then.
Yes, they're standing there, and they appear to be working on one of the devices.
All right.
Well,
Alpha, do you want to address them?
just
Oh, fair myconid creatures. Are you working on for the glory of Gond?
They both look up and kind of tip their heads, looking at you, give you kind of a nod, and then motion for you to come over.
Oh, excellent. Gandhian followers.
So you see they're working on a relatively complicated device, and one of them points over to a corner, and you see a couple of like handles and things that I think you could say they're asking you to like depress it.
But I inspect the device first. If
Sure.
I can get idea about what would it be? Just like some sort of investigation?
Just a standard investigation is fine.
19.
So you can see that what they're repairing basically is a complicated machine, and they just need an extra hand, someone that's can get their fingers in and hold stuff so they can repair
Oh,
it.
fascinating. What does as they direct.
Okay, so you stick your fingers in, and then they like do their thing. They get their fingers in, and they start working stuff around, and eventually they both kind of squeal, and it sounds like they're happy, I guess. And they set it down. Basically, you can tell remove your hand type of a thing, and yeah, it appears to be functional again, whatever it is, and they set it on the floor. And they give you a nod of thanks.
Oh, my pleasure. To see more of this machinery.
Is there
You're just gonna look around the
I was
room.
inspecting all the different cool machines and what's now humming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything else of value?
Oh, there's all sorts of stuff. There's various there's a spiked chair, a giant saw, there's a rack, brazen bull, there's an Iron Maiden, some Sinner's Forks, a pair of Anguish, things like that.
Fascinating. What are these used for? I believe I've read books about these, but never encountered them myself.
They are used to cause pain and destroy in a most slow and terrible manner different flesh bags.
Fascinating. What is the purpose?
Well, sometimes it's to try and get information from these beings. A lot of times it's just because some sentient beings gain pleasure from causing pain to other sentient beings.
Fascinating.
Yep.
So we would benefit from these machines.
Why would we benefit?
Well, if we wanted to question, if we caught one of these other things and put them in the machine and question them. The problem is, Alpha, is when you cause somebody so much pain, they're willing to say anything so that the pain will stop. So sometimes the information you get is not the most reliable.
Does not seem very efficient for that then.
It isn't.
No. It's also just not a
Peculiar.
great way to kill someone. If you're gonna kill someone, kill them as fast as possible. That's a better way to show your strength.
Fascinating.
Anyways, but nothing that's actually like valuable that we can take with us in here.
No, there's nothing particularly valuable unless you actually want, torture devices. Though they also do seem, Myconans do have a sense of ownership.
Sure, so let's go the other way.
All right. Yes, we will leave the torture.
You're leaving the church. Okay. The kobold, though,
Did you not wish for any of these devices? I thought you came to the storage room to get something.
Yeah.
Or kind of just window shopping.
Yeah.
We're not really looking for anything specifically.
These are not the torture devices we are looking for.
If you could find me a lightsaber, that would be something.
Dane's new goal, a lightsaber.
All you got to do is specialize in psionics.
I would need the special gem.
Oh no, you D&D it. You don't need technology when you use magic. There's a whole psionics discipline that deals with that.
Oh, okay. Very cool. All right. Anyway, so we make our way back into the, past the storage room, past the statues, back into the room, and we have the northeast and the northern passages to go through.
Oh wait, no, there's another way in the storage room, wasn't there? No, there wasn't. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Yep.
No, there wasn't.
All right. Anyways, so he said one way goes deeper into the caves, and the other way is a shortcut.
Yes.
So which one do we think would be better for this?
So where do you say the shortcut was to?
Oh, it also goes deeper in the caves. There's like a longer way and a shorter way.
Oh. All right. Well, let's take the shortcut.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. The passage here narrows to where you have to go single file through it.
Okay.
So how do you order that out?
I suppose Dane would go first.
I'll follow behind.
Okay, so Dane goes in.
Castros will barrel roll his way in.
All right. Okay. And then
Oh.
Alpha, I assume, takes up the rear.
Mm-hmm.
So is the shortcut
All right.
route the northeast or the north? North.
East. To the
Northeast?
northeast.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. And as you work your way in, you hear some scurrying, and your friend at the back.
I cannot follow you this way. I will see you on the other side.
And he disappears somewhere.
Great. Well, that ain't ominous at all. My words exactly. Well, thanks for nothing. All right.
He's probably just claustrophobic.
Yeah.
The kobold
I
is
mean-
the tiniest one in the claustrophobic.
Yeah, and who has
cave.
lived underground for who knows how long.
Yeah, I ain't buying bridge.
Anyways, I guess we continue
All right.
on.
Alrighty. Well, let's see. Find this. All right. You work your way through this cave, and you get to where it starts to open up again to this area, and down. Trying to just think of describe this. So you're facing, by the time you come out, we'll just call this as you say you're facing west. You can see a large chamber out in front of you that spans north and south. There are some column areas that reach all the way from floor to ceiling, and you can see that the cave system continues to the west from you. That's obviously the direction that it goes down deeper. And in the area just on the east side of this central column that's in your path straight ahead, you see laying down a bug-like creature that looks almost like a dog. It's good sized. It's not a tiny creature. But it looks very hard, like exoskeleton covering its whole body.
Nature check. Is this also on disadvantage?
Okay. Yes. For sure.
Okay. That would
And Dane would have to move out of your way, I think.
be a 12.
12. Yeah, you don't know what it is, but you definitely recognize the size, and you're like, well, other things of that size are decently dangerous, so we should probably be careful.
Yep. Careful. It sounds about right. All right.
Okay. So is there only one other passage leading out?
Well, there's like the area where you can see it expands down to the south, but that seems like the area where, you just shortcutted past.
Oh, I see. Okay. And so we have the one passage going west. What can we see to the north?
The end of the cave, there's like a carve out area. Nothing too fancy there. Oh, actually, get too far in my notes here. So you look up and you see the cave kind of, the natural form go out to the north, and there's a spot where someone has carved hooks into the wall, and you see kind of what looks like your death masks, except they're very obviously demonic. And on the kind of little bit of east wall next to that, there's a demonic face carved into the wall.
Touch the demonic face carved into the wall.
Oh, you're gonna crawl out to that point. So I gotta get. So to me right now, you guys are still all in the line in the passageway. So I need.
Well, I mean, I know.
If you're gonna move out and up, I just need to know who's doing what. Okay, so you're moving out and up to the faces?
Yes. Dane just nods like, "Yep, there's nothing I can do to stop this."
Right on. Okay, so are you sneaking or are you just walking through?
Sneak, yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
All right. 13.
Yeah, you're fine. You sneak your way up and you place your hand on the head, and you hear a voice in your own head. And really quick, give me a wisdom check.
It's the dragon head all over again, which I figured, but that is an 8. I even have a great wisdom, but I rolled a 2.
You hear this voice.
Finally, it is time to rise. Reach over, grab the war mask, place it upon your head. We shall go to battle.
Yes. Battle, and I'll grab the war mask and place it on my head. I can't fight it at this point, so we'll just go with it.
Yeah, it is totally controlling you.
Yep.
And you draw your sword. Oh wait, you got your fang, right? That's your primary weapon.
Now it is, yes.
All right, so you draw your fang and you charge at that creature in the room.
Perfect.
Like no stealth of any kind. You're just going for it, and you roll to attack with advantage.
With advantage. All right.
Yes.
That was a 21.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Cool, and that will also do poison damage since I have this loaded up. So it is... That's 4 piercing plus... I need to do 4.
In what? Oh, you.
The pyramid. Alright. That is 5 poison damage unless they succeed a Constitution save.
Let me check. No, they do not.
Cool. So that's... What was that? That was 4 piercing damage plus 5 poison.
Awesome. You also feel yourself, like, you push it through with your right hand, and then you keep moving forward, and you grab it as it lifts its head to scream by the neck, and give me a strength check.
I'm not good at strength. Yeah, I got a 3.
Yes, but you also get a bonus. And then comparing to its strength, and it nat ones. So you grab it by the throat easily and hold it. So it is now locked, and you're just like burning with searing rage and hatred towards this thing. But it is someone else's turn. So who wishes to pick up now?
You see Castros go full on battle hungry.
Man, I was just gonna leave this thing
Yeah,
alone.
pretty much.
All right. Well, I guess since Castro seems to be holding this thing in place, and Dane's probably the closest to this thing, other than Castros, he's gonna jump in and take a swing at its head with his axe.
Awesome. Go for it.
Ooh, no, he misses. That is an 8 to hit.
Well, remember, it's held, so you get advantage on it. Because
well, thank you.
Cassus is holding it.
Okay, because I couldn't have rolled much worse than that.
Let's see.
Oh, that's much better. That is an 18 to hit.
Nice. Yes, you definitely hit.
All right. And 9 slashing damage.
All right. Well, you slam your axe down into it, and you get almost like a hiss or a curse coming from Casseros, like the kill is mine type of a feeling.
Oh. Well, Dane's gonna ignore him, and he's gonna swing with his axe again.
Castros starts spinning like
As
a
you should.
stream of cuss words and abyssal.
I haven't actually hit it yet. Oh no, that's definitely gonna hit. It's a 25 to hit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Definitely a hit.
And that is 14.
Jeez. Yeah,
you rolled
you
well for one.
sever off a couple. You definitely sever off a leg.
Nice.
Like swing it down, and it's bleeding out. And yeah, those abyssal curses really come through. But it's still flailing around. It's not dead. Ray or Alpha, do you want to do something here?
I mean, I kind of want to stay out of this.
That's smart.
Alpha wants to jump in and rip the mask off.
Yeah.
I think that's also smart.
I've been watching people with masks do crazy things for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can nimbly get in and remove this. Oh no, what would I do for that?
Let's do first give me a sleight of hand
Okay.
for you to grab
it. That would be 11? Wait, sorry, 12.
You can't see. You can't seem to get purchase on it. It's like you can't get your fingers around the mask. Like your hand slips off. And really quick, let's see. Roll first. I'm trying to think here. Castros, give me a really quick strength check.
All right. Don't worry, I will probably fail.
20.
I rolled an 18.
Oh my god. Okay, Alpha, I need a dex save.
God damn it.
Dex save.
I would have failed any other time,
Yes.
except when I'm fighting with teammates.
23.
Yep, that's...
23.
Oh, wait, 24. 24, actually. I forgot I have higher dex now.
20. Okay. Nice. So you dodge a hand that suddenly comes flying out at you. It misses, and instead of you going flying backwards, you just get kind of shoved away.
Alright.
So like the intent was to do one of those what is it, like a 1-inch punch was coming at you, it missed, and then the arm sweep like a wax off, and you just got shoved behind.
Oh, ain't this...
Ray's turn, I guess, unless Ray's like, I'm out, never mind. So this poor creature is going to try to break itself free from Castros's grip. And it has to be at disadvantage for this. Yikes. Oh yeah, it's not getting free. So it's stuck there. Castros, it's your turn.
Huh. So it's pretty close to death?
Yes.
I think the most manic thing that I would do under control of this mask is to literally just try and rip its throat out with my own teeth.
Awesome.
What check would that be?
Give me a quick just roll me a d20 because I've got one here.
It's an 8.
I rolled a 1. You do that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you just like pull it up to you and you bite where its jugular would be and rip it apart, and it just like starts gasping and death throes, falls to the ground, and you slowly turn around and look over your group.
Do I have my mind back in it, or am I still completely overtaken by like thoughts of battle, I guess, and
you are calming for the moment, but really quick, I need everyone else to do a quick charisma check.
Oh.
Actually, you do one too. Just tell me what you get first.
Charisma.
So give me Castros' first.
Alright, one sec.
Yep.
I got a nat 20.
Oh god. You know what, everyone? Don't worry about it. We'll just leave that be.
Why am I rolling well now?
You are all absolutely terrified right now of the energy that is emanating from this face, the glowing eyes, the blood dripping from its mouth. All parts of it are absolutely horrific, and all of you take 2 steps backwards in just utter awe.
What is Jeremy doing right now?
No, I forgot. Jeremy, no!
Jeremy has rolled into an absolute ball and is shivering. Is as small as humanly possible. Slothily possible.
Dane just points at Jeremy and says, "Look at your one true friend right now."
Does it work? Am I able to look at Jeremy?
No, you cannot look down at Jeremy. You
everyone
are
else is...
like, you know. Oh, go ahead.
Everyone else is terrified. Alpha regains his composure. Because he can just do that.
Oh yeah, because you're a monk. That's right.
Yeah. Like, you're blaming me. All I did was touch the stupid thing. It's not my fault I rolled a nat 20 on charisma.
Yeah.
Can Alpha try to do something back to this? Because Alpha's afraid. Alpha's worried about the friend.
What do you want to do?
Incapacitate.
Oh God. Try it. I want to. Let's play this out.
Yeah,
let's
do this. All right.
Go ahead.
So first one, a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
But roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 6.
At advantage.
With advantage?
No, roll again. You get advantage. Yes.
That's a 9.
So you got hit with a stunning strike that actually leaves you paralyzed until it comes back around and Alpha's next turn. So you're actually now just physically stunned there.
Cool.
And
Okay, so Alpha
good-
punched and
oh
stunned.
goodness, but you also took 10 damage from his punch. Sorry
That's
about
fine.
that, but you're paralyzed, and Alpha wants to try and remove the mask again.
All right, now you can do that. Let's do a. Trying to think. Yeah, since we have one round to do this, the time is of the essence. So you'll need to do another sleight of hand check first.
What is my sleight of hand? Do I have anything? I don't have any bonuses to that special, just my normal dex. So that is 23.
Nice. Yep, you get your fingers on it and you begin to pull. And as Alpha is pulling Castros, your mind begins to clear and you start fighting, pushing it back. Now give me a wisdom check.
That is a 12. Actually, wait.
Sufficient. I was looking for a 10 or better.
That's a 13, so.
Like I said, I was looking for a 10 or better. So yes, you are able to fight it off, which Alpha, that makes it easier. And you find that it gets easier as it starts peeling up until you're able to pull the mask completely off.
All right.
And then I guess just as he's holding the mask in his hands, he looks at poor Castros and says, "You shall regain sensation in your limbs momentarily."
All right. It's like, I don't know why you're so upset. I didn't hurt any of you.
You didn't have
Poor-
to touch the face.
Dane is still petrified, probably.
Yeah. As Alpha, you are holding the mask in your hand, you see the eyes slowly stop glowing.
Just casually slides it into his backpack away from reach. Then here's a little ding. It says, "Oh, apologies. I seem to be receiving a D-mail that requests me vow silence for Gondian adherents. Please do not bother me for a moment."
All right.
Okay, sounds good.
He
Those
just
monks,
ties it up in
they,
his bag and begins like meditating there. Keeping an eye on Castros.
All right.
All right. Well, that happened. So you guys are standing there around this mutilated, torn apart body. What do you guys want to do?
Well, Dane's going to look at Castros and he's going to say, Castros, maybe things would work out better if you would stop touching stuff.
Well, guess what? They're not always bad things to touch. Normally, they're safe to touch, and I do an Arcana check, figure out it's actually a pretty important thing.
Well,
Just saying.
you guessed wrong this time.
It happens. Error happens.
Quite a lot with you, it seems.
Because I decide to take risks. Risks. This is why you never lived in the Force. Risks are such an important part of life. You don't understand it.
Now, actually, if you live alone in the forest, you tend to take less risks because there's no one around to save you if you choose wrong.
Well, sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes the only thing you can do is take a risky option.
Anyway,
Anyways, I don't want to hear it right now. It's not like I hurt you. We ended up killing the thing that needed to be killed. Whatever. And he's just gonna clean his face of blood and comfort Jeremy as best as he can. He's more concerned about that. He doesn't really care about you right now, Dane. You do not matter right now. He scared Jeremy, and he will forever be scarred from that and never forgive himself. It's like that scene from Monsters, Inc. when Sully accidentally scared Boo, and he became truly sad and upset and regret his actions. So you do not matter. He will argue with you as much as you want, but at the moment, you are about as important as a speck of mud.
Scared Jeremy.
I will.
Anyway, all right.
I've been holding out because I'm not trying to kill my team, like my party members.
I didn't try and kill you.
Well, no, I'm saying I've been holding back because I could do a lot more damage if I didn't want to hurt. If you guys weren't an issue. I wonder what would happen if I truly did stop caring about whether I hurt you guys or not.
Alright, anyway, so we've got this big room here. We got one passage leading out to the west, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is there anything else of note in this room?
Nope. That was it. You guys found the most interesting thing and used it in the most interesting way possible. I'm very proud of you for how that all turned out.
That's funny. All right, cool. Well, we're going to ignore the other masks that are hanging on the hooks there. And we're going to head out the west passage.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Well, you work your way through. There are some various, cutouts, undulations, things from the natural formation of the cave before you reach a point where there is a split. And for simplicity's sake, let's just say that one of them is roughly north and one of them is roughly south.
Okay. I'm assuming
there's two pathways.
Yeah, I'm assuming our kobold isn't around anywhere.
No, he is not.
All right. Well, I guess we go. I don't know. What do you think? You want to go north or south?
Doesn't really matter, I guess. It's like we're already going. So we could either continue north or we could try to double back a tiny bit and go south.
Well, I guess we'll just kind of flip a coin and head north.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were actually going to flip a coin, but...
Metaphorically flip a coin.
Gotcha.
Imaginary flip.
So, as you begin to enter this room, you see on... It's huge. It's like a big kind of almost rounded off chamber. There's two ways out of it, one to the northeast, one to the northwest. But down on the south side, along, well, let's call it the southwest portion of the wall, you see like three creatures next to an altar, and it's, I don't know, depending on who you would follow, it would be like an evil altar, but I'll put that in air quotes. But anyway, there's like an altar there, and then more towards the middle of the room, there's what looks like an old wooden door that's just been like broken off and is laying there. And the creatures that are there seem to be focused on the altar, almost like they're at worship.
Well...
How many creatures did you say? 3?
3 of them, yeah. It almost like 2 that look similar to the ones that you fought earlier, and then one that you could almost describe as, I don't know, almost looks like their pet.
Huh.
Interesting.
But obviously somewhat sentient. Or at least it looks like it.
So are these creatures that look like they're worshiping at this altar, are they wearing masks? Can we tell?
No, they are not. They are just kind of You cannot tell, and from this distance, you can't tell. There kind of looks like there might be something on the altar, but it's hard to know for sure.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, we could either hope that they're not going to be hostile. Then we just ask something. And I don't know, or we could just sneak past, we can not care. There's many ways we can go about this, or we can go and kill them without asking anything.
Let's try and sneak a little closer and see if we can see if there what might be on the altar.
Cool. Do a stealth check.
All right. Ooh, no, that's not good. Dane rolled a 7.
Yeah, that is not good. So as you start to move closer, you stub your toe hard on that door, and you hear it flop, flop, and they shoot up and turn around and look at you quite menacingly.
Definitely don't seem friendly. Quite hostile, even.
Yes, they are. They are not friendly.
Okay, cool. Shall we roll for initiative then?
Yes.
All right. Dane got a 16.
Castros got a 10. Ray got a 11.
So it's 10.
Oh, actually,
11,
Dane's initiative is
and then I
18.
will.
No, wait. Yeah, no, 16.
Cool. All right. Alpha got an 18. And let's deal with them. Those two guys. Ooh, a 7 and a 4. They did not do too good.
Ah.
All right. And their poor little pet. Oh, he got a nat 20. That's crazy.
Just our luck.
Well, think of it like their attack dog. All right. So he, gets up. You hear a hiss, and because Dane was the one that startled it, it goes leaping right at him. Let me try and find a better stat block than this, because this one sucks. There it is. All right. It makes an attack for 19 to hit.
Oh, wow. That hits.
Wow. Thought I was going to just jump at you. All right. It is... keen scent skills. Sorry, I had to make sure I find the right thing. I didn't think I'd have to be fighting with this creature. Okay, it is going to try and hit you with its claw. So that's its first thing. And that is a... Ooh, bam. It hits you hard. Must have got you in the neck or the face or something. That is a 13 as it scratches at you.
All right. Did our damage from the last episode carry over?
Yes,
I'm assuming it does.
because we didn't have a rest at all.
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay.
All right, so it claws you, and let's see. It'll take one more strike. Oh, and that one's a nat 1. So it goes to, say, bite you, and it catches a piece of your armor and breaks a tooth and falls away. Turns away.
All right.
And I'll just say it takes... Oh, yeah. I rolled a 1d4. It took 1 point of damage.
Okay.
All right. Then it is, I guess, Alpha who is remaining silent, but I will step in. To fill the listeners in, Alpha had to step away for a minute to deal with something for his work. He is many hours ahead of us, 13 hours, 12 hours ahead of us. So while we're playing at night, it is the middle of his day. So I will just roll for some punches for him. And we'll say, I think he got three. He had three of them normally, something like that. Oh, wow. I rolled poorly there. Only one of them hit. Yikes. But he's like, don't hit. You know, he came in to hit the one that, because it attacked you, Dane, so he just gives it a whack. All right. Oh, he does 11 damage with that, actually. All right.
So he does 11 damage to the
Then
pet.
it is. Yes.
All right.
And now it is Dane's turn.
All right. Well, he's gonna swing at the pet because, ouch. Oh, that's not great. That's 13 to hit.
Yeah, that's not going to hit.
No, I didn't think it would. All right. Well, he's gonna try it again. 14 to hit.
That also does not hit.
Of course not. All right.
Ray, your turn.
Alrighty. So there's the pet, and then there's how many other guys?
2.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna aim for one of the guys we haven't touched yet. And I'm gonna shoot it with one of the random arrows.
Awesome. All right, take your shot.
Alright. I'm around my companions, so I get a reroll. I got a nat one,
Oh,
but we got the boon, so I can reroll.
Yep, I'm glad you do. Jeez.
Jesus, I am not rolling well tonight. That is a 11 to hit.
Yikes. Yeah, that does not hit.
Yeah. However, I have my extra attack, so gotta try the same thing again. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that one hits for sure.
Alrighty. Let me roll damage.
Well,
5
I
damage.
need your 1d. Okay, 5 damage, but I need your 1d100 roll.
Yep. That is a 67.
67. Da-da-da-da. Silence arrow. An arrow with a fog-filled glass pearl instead of an arrowhead. It casts a silence spell in a 20-foot spherical radius lasting for 5 minutes. Holy crap.
Wait, does that mean we can't use verbal components of spells?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't do it. The goddamn arrows. Can't cast anything without verbal components.
Well, we gotta be outside the spell's radius.
Yep, you have to be at least 20 feet away.
How far are they from us then?
Well, you guys came rushing in. I'd say let's say they're 10 to 15 feet from Dane. The dog is about 5 feet from him now. And you guys, maybe let's say you're on the very edge of it. You're 20 feet away.
Alright, well. Is it Caster's turn now?
It is.
Alright. I'm just gonna take a step back, and how close are the two of them to, like, each other?
Oh, they're like 5 feet.
Perfect! I'll cast a moonbeam on them.
Alright.
That's a 16 to hit.
That hits for sure.
Alright. That is... let's see. That is 12 radiant damage, but they can make a save for it.
Okay. 12 radiant
It's
damage.
one sec. That is a Constitution saving throw if they want to take half.
Okay, let me see. What's your save DC?
It's an 18.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I upped my wisdom and everything became a lot
Both-
easier when it comes to spells.
Okay, at that, both of them fail.
Alright, so they each take 12 radiant.
Damn. Yeah, that's toasty. Holy crap.
Nice. I've redeemed myself.
Jeez. All right. Well, let's see. So the first one, it. What's your guys's who? Passive perception.
I have a 13 for passive perception. Roy has a 15.
Dan has 12.
Okay, perfect. I just had to check. So the first one disappears from sight in front of you, completely vanishes. And the next thing you know, let's see, we'll go up and attack. Let's see. Probably Alf. No, who's right there? Probably the closer one. This one will try to protect its pet. So actually, it's going to go for Dane. And that is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So the good news is that's only 5 bludgeoning damage. But you are grappled from behind, and you'll have to break that out on your turn. So you're being held. And then the next one does the same thing. But does not make your guys' passive perception. So you see it try to disappear and move to the side and go to the back towards Ray, who cast the arrow that silenced them.
Nope, it was casters who cast the moonbeam.
No, not the moonbeam.
I know, yeah.
The arrow that silenced them. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So there.
You said cast, so I immediately thought you were doing spells and confused us again.
No. I was specifically going for that, and that one, you see a sword being drawn and comes at you, and that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so that is a 8 piercing damage. And when it slides in, there is a burn that goes with it, and it does 3 necrotic damage.
Alrighty then.
All right, that is the second one there. And then it goes back to the pet, which turns to attack Alpha and misses on the first shot. And the second one hits and strikes him for... Where's that at? 3. Ooh. Gets a good solid claw into him for 12 damage.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he gets spiked, and then is going to immediately respond with 3 of his punches. 2 of which hit. And that is... Wow. So I think I'm doing this right. I've never really played a monk, but I'm pretty sure he just did like 28 damage.
Jeez.
I'm not 100% sure I'm doing that right.
How is Alpha so
Monks
overpowered?
Well, I mean,
Monks are just ridiculous because they can strike a multitude of times, burn key points, which gives them more strikes. And then if they have something like he does, where he's got the dragon ancestry, then it adds fire damage to his strikes. So it's, by the time you add up all the bonuses, it's just freaking absurd. Yeah, monks basically break the game. I gotta see how.
I'll say the more I campaign for like with you guys in general, I guess, then the more I see the possibilities of D&D open up, and it makes me want to create like a million different characters because I'm just like I can do anything.
Oh yeah, you can. But that's one of the reasons I kind of.
You can be so.
Yeah, and I went that route, in a game one time. I had an absolute like god level character, but then I realized that it's kind of not fun anymore after you do that a while. So then I find it more fun to play an underpowered character. So you have to be more creative. But
yeah.
Anyway, it's Dane's turn.
Okay, so the pet's not dead yet?
No, it is not.
Jesus. All right. So first I have to break the grapple,
Yes.
right?
No. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you were grappled. Yes. So go ahead. I've got a DC for you to try and break the grapple. So go ahead and roll that. It's just a D20 check.
So that's just a strength.
Yeah, strength will do it.
That's a
Yeah,
strength check.
You break.
16.
You get out.
Oh yay. Okay. Am I allowed anything else this turn?
You got your bonus action. So one action out, and then you've got your bonus action to do something.
Well, swing my axe at him. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You just broke free. Oh no, sorry, you're wrong creature. Yes, you definitely hit that creature. Sorry, different creatures have different.
So I'm not swinging. I'm swinging at the guy that grabbed me.
Yeah. You hit him.
Okay. Hank. Yep, that's 10 slashing.
You hit him hard, and he is hurt.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Ray, back to you.
Alrighty, gonna shoot again at one of them.
Probably the one that.
Whatever one is hurting more.
Well, how about the one that stabbed you?
Yeah, that also works. I'll use my random arrows again, I guess.
Awesome.
That's a 7 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna use my extra attack and try again. 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that one hits.
17 on the roll for like the random
For the
thing.
chart. Awesome.
Yeah, and then 6 damage.
6 damage. Well, okay. Well, we're gonna be adding to that. So let's just start by putting that 6 on there, and then read the barbed arrow. This cruelly barbed arrow does normal damage going in, and 1d6 plus 2 damage coming out. If carefully removed, though it would take 1d6 plus 1 rounds and a dex check of DC 15, no damage or half damage could be achieved. But left in, it does a minimum of 1 damage per round, doing absolutely anything other than remaining perfectly still. So, yeah, it's in there, and it's a continuous damage blade, basically.
Nice. Alright. Finally, a random arrow that didn't screw us over.
Pretty much.
There's a lot of really good ones.
Yeah, we just haven't gotten them yet.
But I guess, yeah, true. It's just that's the whole point, though. It's a nice mix.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm just saying that we haven't seen the benefits of it too much so far till this one, but because the first one she shot teleported her into the middle of the battlefield, which for an elf ranger is not good, and then this last one created a sphere of silence where you can't cast spells. So, until the barbed one took effect, we'd only really gotten the, well, I don't know if I want to use these anymore kind of thing.
Well, the funny thing is, around that group, there's a whole bunch of other ones that would do a ton of damage.
Just, that's why we call ourselves the Nat Ones.
Mm-hmm. And it is Kasros's turn.
Cool. So they've moved out of the moonbeam by now, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Hmm. How far from it are they?
Oh, well, one of them moved like 20 feet away, and the other one moved, I think, maybe like 10 feet.
Okay, it doesn't matter then. I'll just break concentration. So I'll do that and then just come at. Let's see. I guess I'll go after the one with Dane, or who was attacking Dane to protect the pet, with the mandible.
Okay.
That's
Go
a
for
9
it.
to hit.
That does not hit.
I figured. And I don't have fancy double actions like you guys have, so that's it. That's my turn done.
Okay.
But you have full spells, so it all evens out.
All right. Well, let's see. That one by Dane. What is he gonna
Well,
do?
isn't it the pet's turn?
Nope, not yet. He's top of the order.
Well,
We're still we're at the bottom of the order right now.
Bottom of the order.
Yep. So the one by you is gonna whip out his short sword since you, and he's gonna try and take a strike at you with it, and that is that's only a 14 to hit, so that's not gonna go anywhere or do anything. And yeah, and then the one that's over by Ray that has the arrow, he goes to move forward to attack, and so takes 1 point of damage immediately from the arrow, and then attempts to strike again with the short sword, and that is wow, dirty 20. No, 19. Sorry, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and that is 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I know. And another 3 necrotic.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yep. Alright. Now we're back to the pet. Which is not doing so well, but it's still, let's see. It's going to try another attack on Alpha. And that one misses. And misses. So he's going to do nothing.
All right.
Alright.
All right. So then Alpha will strike back. Oh, and nat 20s.
Oh, well, thank goodness.
He obliterates it.
So let's just, he gets that perfect hit and he kills it. So the pet is no more. It has ceased to be.
Nevermore.
Oh, I was thinking of the parrot in Faulty Towers. You ever see that?
No, that was so long ago.
Oh, it's so good. This parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. As he's like banging it on the countertop.
Oh, that's not Faulty Towers. That was Monty Python.
Yeah, they made that.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a Monty Python skit.
Oh, from the Flying Circus. That's right.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so too many decades of crap crammed into my brain.
Right.
Thank you.
You guys are debating Monty Python.
I have so much pop culture crap crammed in my brain. It's amazing. I can even keep track of this combat. So, Dane, you want to go ahead and you've got that guy right next to you.
Yes, I'm definitely swinging at him with the axe. Oosh, no, not good. It's a 13 to hit.
Correct, not good.
Yep. All right. Second attack. That's much better. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit.
All right. And then see if I can get a decent roll here. That's another 10 damage.
Oh, he is dead. He is most sincerely dead.
Oh, perfect.
You just.
Okay.
Alright, nice.
So now,
One left.
1 second. I gotta put this here real quick. Where are my notes? Is this thing considered a humanoid, the thing I just killed?
Yes.
Okay, what exactly did it look like?
It's the same as that creature you fought when you came in. So skinny, hairy, clawed.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Really ugly. I can turn into that form now.
What?
Awesome.
What do you mean you can turn into that form now?
It's one of the side effects of his blade.
Right. Alright. I was gonna say, like, you're not the druid here. What do you mean you can turn into that now?
Not that I necessarily want to, unless I'm trying to, sneak into something. But yeah, it's an option now.
Cool. Well, that one has been dispatched. Do you want to go with the? Wait, no. You've used your 2 actions.
That was my turn.
Right on. So Ray, you've got that guy staring you down, the one that hit you again.
Yes, I know. Alrighty. Hit him with the random arrows once again.
Awesome. I love when you do that.
That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, okay. 28 on the random meter.
28 on the random meter. Oh,
And
this is
6 damage.
This is the buzzing arrow, the one that's coated with honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So first we'll do that 6 damage from its striking. And then it will start to move and swat. As it's doing that, we'll just go to Castros. Oh no, wait, you have a second shot, don't you?
I do have a second shot.
All right, go ahead. It's distracted, so you can get advantage now because it's distracted by bees.
14 to hit again.
Then you hit it. What's your arrow?
38.
38. Upon impact, this arrow lodges a small magical tracker in its target. The archer now knows the location of the target for 24 hours.
Oh, nice.
6 damage on the arrow itself.
Oh, awesome. Well, that's just comical. All right, so it's you'll know it's there, and it's sitting there like swatting at bees. And before I do anything else, I'm gonna say, Castros, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I might just want to watch this play out, because this seems hilarious, but I don't know if that'll be enough to kill it, so let's see, what can I do? Yeah, I guess I'll just try to attack it with the mandible again.
Sure.
Come on, man! It's a 6 to hit.
Yeah, sorry, that does not hit. But it goes to move again. Oh yeah, and it was moving around. Oh crap! So it was moving around from the bees. So it took damage from that, and then it went to move here to go towards you, and it took more damage, and it's now getting stung. So I think it raises its sword for a final strike, and then kind of starts choking and falls to the ground in anaphylactic shock, like that other poor soul.
Oh my god.
So it's just like, and as it's moving around, that arrow is like poking it. So 1-1-1, you just see the damage counter going off over its head until it just expires.
Oh my god.
Why did I do the best damage when I was possessed?
Just how the dice rolls.
Because it was a war demon?
I mean, Yeah, but still. Come on. Like, nature demons are. Like, not nature demons, sorry, they're not demons. Nature gods are far superior. I should be doing just fine without a stupid war demon.
Nice. Well, as they fall, you feel a slight breeze coming from that northeastern side.
Okay.
Breeze. Is it the outside?
I don't know. Are you gonna go look?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dane's gonna check out the door first to make sure it's not actually covering anything up.
No, it's just laying there. It's just an old door.
Oh, okay.
Well- Outside, I'm sick of this underground world.
All right. Yeah, let's check the northwest corridor out.
Awesome. Well, you go over and you do that, and you see it ascends, and there is just cracks of daylight working its way in from the cave mouth. But as you guys start to go up, the light hits your eyes, and you get that moment of blindness where we all fade to white, and we pick up next time as you exit the cave.
Okay.
Yay, outside again.
You found an exit. Good job.
Yay!
Yeah, we're gonna need to rest up and lick our wounds, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm gonna injured. I'm just low on spell slots.
Yeah.
Ray's injured.
And so is Dane.
Hilarious that you got the same arrow again. That you got the honey one.
I mean, that one's useful.
True. It's just funny.
I could have become the leader. I could have become our party leader. That would be bad, honestly. If I was the leader and everyone had to do what I said, that would be very bad. We wouldn't get anything done.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd be like, all right, today we're gonna go run in the mountains and like go and try and befriend a dragon, and we're not coming home until we do.
Yeah, probably. You're like, Dane, I want you to collect sticks and berries. That's what you're gonna do today.
You're not allowed to see the dragons. You're gonna go
Ray,
stand over there.
I want you to do the tree. Alpha, build a shrine to me.
I'm not one for being worshipped. I just want to be appreciated. I am our main healer. I am our main spellcaster. I want appreciation every once in a while. But no, it's just like, oh, Castros, you ran ahead and you did something dumb. Guess what? Every time. Like, it's like, I do worthwhile things too. You just always dwell on the negative because I decide to go out and be Miss Frizzle and take chances, make mistakes, and get messy.
And do something dumb.
Yeah, I can handle it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we appreciate you, but I mean,
You don't know it.
you gotta expect that when you do something dumb, we're gonna say, Castros, you just did something dumb.
You guys do dumb things too.
Anyway, alright.
I was so ready to argue with you, but I was like, no, Jeremy's more important.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for our character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
Soon as we get a break, we're going back to that brothel.